contact? See how you have a loose rein? I'm talking to you, Liz. Yeah. Your job to keep that contact. That's really nice. Now, why do I want to say Veronica? Is that your name? Oh, good. Full chart. I want you to start now establishing the rein. Like, follow him, and you're doing a nice job of that. And when he kind of roots like that, just send him forward a little bit. But then you need to start making contact. Nice, light contact. And you want the forwardness that Liz is going to supply to have him step into that. So he has to take it because he's moving forward. Nice. Now, if you have to keep working on keeping the contact, quit walking. Make the circle a little smaller. See? The minute you stop walking, you can feel the contact, right? Good. He's a horse that's really good at making people work hard. Okay. Now, you're going to ask him to trot, Liz. And you're just going to concentrate, Veronica, on keeping the contact. If his head comes up, his hands wide. So he sees contact as comfort. Good. Now, what's wrong with this picture, Liz? Liz, what's wrong?
Curling up.
And he's not going forward. Ah, be careful. Well, you guys will figure out how much he can take. I just don't want to see him explode on her. Nice. So he is going to curl, Veronica. You can't help it. But what you need to do is not worry about that and say, look, I just want you to soften. Soften your jaw. He just keeps breaking in the wrong neck, the wrong part of the neck a little bit. But just let that nose get out long. Send him on a little bit. Now you can start adding a little leg, Veronica, to help her back. And you need to back her up, Liz. When she uses her leg, you need to back it up a little bit with the whip, right? So it's very clear to him what the aids need. Nice. Wow, this horse is definitely spending this time rehabbing. Nice work. A little more forward. Good job, you guys. And walk. You guys are really lucky that you have each other to help, right? Because we all need the information from the ground and the help. So here we're going to go the other direction, and it's going to be a little more difficult because he's not as good to the right, and you're going to kind of start over a little bit, but you guys need to tackle it. Yeah, really good, right? God, when they start hitting that connection and stuff, it's like the world changes. I know. But you see, we have to take away that element of not working so hard to get him going forward on your own. Because you spend so much time doing that, it feels like too much like a fight. So let's make it more doable with something we understand. And then you start combining it, and pretty soon, she does nothing but stand in the middle, and then pretty soon you undo the line and she just stands in the middle and you do it all. So you're taking little steps to accomplish what you want without smacking him with something you can't really do or understand. So you're making sure every step of the way he understands what you're asking. Now, if you can't establish contact there, just quit walking. Don't pull back, just quit walking and do that passive resistance. Bend forward a little bit. Get a nice active walk. You'll not get a good trot unless you get a good walk. Good. Good. Ignore, I know it's really irritating when he jerks on the reins like that, but right now you just need to get him to light up the right muscles. That's it. Don't ignore that forever. neck any long, okay? Not yet. Good. Now what's wrong, Liz? No?
Activity.
He's not walking enough. He's not trotting forward enough. That is so important with him. Remember, that's what we're working on, is that he stay forward for her. Because he won't get his neck longer until the energy keeps going forward. That's it. Good job, Veronica. Good job of following his mouth. A little more forward. You can use your leg also, Veronica. Yeah. But you might want to tell Liz when you're losing your leg so she can back you up. So you're just rewiring his responses, right? Where you can be successful. Send it forward. That's it. You're almost there. A little more. A little more. Look, especially for the people in the audience, look at when his legs start to connect with each other, right? It just looks like they're moving on the same plane. He doesn't always look like that. Looks like the hind legs are doing something different than the front, so we're looking for that connection from the front to the back to the front. A little more. A little more. You might need to get a little closer to him, Liz. Feel free to shorten your reins a little bit and walk bigger. The big guy. It's going to matter to him how close you are. There you go. See how you can do that without having to get after him? Making him explode? You just being closer to him helps him. Respect you a little more. Now try to get the circle to go bigger. He keeps cutting it in. Right in here, so start pushing him out. Yes, you can use your inside leg, absolutely. And Liz needs to help you back that up. Now forward again, more forward. More forward. More forward. Come on. A little more forward. There you go.
Good boy.
Okay, now let him walk. Just quit posting. Just kind of postally. There, nice. Now get a really big stretch out of it. Let Veronica do it. See if she can do it. All you're going to do is keep him forward, Liz. More forward than that. But don't worry about the contact on the lunge one. Just get the forward. Let her take over a little bit. That's it. And walk. See, for him, it's easier to trot than to take a bigger, nice, connected step, right? So you got to work on that, especially when it's trot. So help her with the forward. You kind of do nothing there, let her establish this relationship with him. And what I would suggest, Liz, is that you lunge him first. You lunge him. So he learns to listen to you and you get a little more respect so you can get a better forwardness out of him before you put her on. So if you need to get after him and touch him with the whip, you're not going to put her in danger. Does that make sense? So just make sure you establish that relationship before putting her up there. So I want to see a nice big stretch before we quit on him, so that he understands that relaxation was the key to all of this, and this is what we wanted. And a nice long neck. Now you got to get a little more forward. You may need to help out a little bit there, Liz, by make your line really short and do a modified in-hand work. Make it really short. Get nice and close. Good. Yeah, keep contact with your line. That's it. See, so we use whatever means it takes to get ultimate. Oh, well. I got hopeful there. Now, you need to have a little more contact, Liz. He'll stretch if you take a little more contact and send him into it. And you can can help out a little bit there, Veronica. Good, there. Get in there. That's it. Yes! Stop with that. Ask for a lot, be happy with a little. Very good, you guys. Nice horse. You just need to rewire him.
Yeah.
He's very amiable. But you also understand you won't get that forwardness very well until he starts connecting over back, because then everything works in synchrony and it's easier for him to move. Just because he's big doesn't mean he's strong. Yeah, and stay with him. But there's your, if you guys just do your homework, and if you can work with Trish in between sometimes, or I don't know how far apart you guys are, but she knows exactly how to deal with this.
Are you here?
Maybe you could go visit them if they have enough.
We're going to try and do a clinic as well, like maybe here if there's